Friends, patriots, welcome to We the People, united with President Donald J. Trump. Now, I'm just the opening act. We're going to be bringing out the stars very soon. We're going to be having a very talented young lady sing God Bless America. We're going to have a patriot do the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to be playing music to honor the military. But first, I just want to say a couple things real quick. Besides being impressed with what our president, Donald Trump, has accomplished in his life, both politically and as well as what he will accomplish, you have got to be impressed with the speeches that man has made. I have watched every single speech that President Trump has made. I've been to 7 live Donald J. Trump events, and I would like to go on the record as saying I would rather watch a Trump speech than the World Series or the Super Bowl. That is because Donald Trump's speeches are motivational, inspirational, they even have humor, and they ignite your patriotism. So since we are here to honor President Donald J. Trump, I am throwing down a challenge. I am throwing down the gauntlet to every other speaker, and especially to the politicians that are here, to follow the Donald J. Trump tradition and make your speech interesting, motivational, inspirational, humorous, and patriotic. The challenge is there. Now, one last thing before we bring out the stars. We're here for one reason. That is that we won. They lost, we won! Now, why did they lose, aside from the candidate that they ran? If I were to go through all the reasons why the Democrats lost, we'd be here for the rest of the night, and we would be here into the next morning. But one of the big reasons why they lost is the Democrats tried to divide us. They tried to divide us by playing identity politics and engaging in race baiting. The liberals and the Democrats assumed they would win 100% of the black vote, the women's vote, the Hispanic vote, the gay vote, the non-white vote, the millennial vote, and half of the white vote. Now, if I can quote Donald Trump's phrase from debate number 2, that was wrong! Due to our dynamic candidate for President Donald J. Trump, all these assumptions were shattered. The Republican Party under Donald J. Trump won unprecedented numbers of votes from each of these groups that I just mentioned. This was due to people thinking for themselves and refusing to be lumped together into voting blocks by the mainstream media and by pollsters. In fact, I probably shouldn't even be addressing people on that manner, because we are all united, we are together, and I will say, if you voted for Donald J. Trump, you are first and foremost an American and a patriot! None of these divisions put forth by the Democrats. Now, let me just go back to one of these groups I just mentioned to disprove yet another Democrat theory and assumption. That would be the young people, the millennials, who've been fed a steady stream of liberal propaganda, nonsense in their schools, in the media, in pop culture, and peer pressure, etc., etc. Well, right here today, I have an example of a millennial who thought for himself, who overcame the hype. This man is a hardcore conservative, a hardcore Donald Trump supporter, and he just happens to be the guy who set up this entire event, right down from the bookings to paying for the permits, the setup, the teardown. This is the most conservative millennial on earth and the biggest Donald J. Trump supporter under 30. Here is Taylor Fulan!
Thank you so much for everyone who came out. It's a very big honor. It's a very big honor that I could put this event on in my hometown, standing here and speak on why I voted for Donald J. Trump. I voted for Donald J. Trump because he's putting America first.